Hello, welcome back to the Sports Blog of the Greater STL Sports Network, where I boldly hit you. That's how I feel about technology. That's why I play the song. And this is the shit that is pissed. And this is why I start cussing this shit. So I've literally been pissy about life in general. When I'm trying to do something, I went 125 minutes. An hour and 20. I said 120. 85 minutes. An hour and 25 minutes without anything going wrong. I didn't even see nothing come up on the screen like it usually does. The little viewer thing that goes in and out and does whatever it wants over there did fuck with me the whole show. And then all of a sudden, hour and 25 minutes. I don't know how much y'all seen. I was out over here flipping out. I'm trying to scroll this thing. But then the whole string just goes down. It's the shit that just irritates me. Why isn't technology better? No. I mean, it just eats me alive. I'll try to go like a half hour. Piss a podcast of 2 hours, which I seem to do on the sports one, I guess. A lot more than I do the regular ones. It's easy for me to talk about sports. It's easy for me to find random stories too and talk about them, which is fun usually. I've actually had fun doing the random podcast. I mean, I've talked a little sports here and there. Talked about the Cardinals a little bit. Weird news, and hometown rundown probably adds an extra 15 effing minutes. But just an hour and 25 minutes, and then you just decide to mess up. Oh, it irritated me so much. Then I gotta put 2 videos up, and then YouTube doesn't want to let me put the videos together. Then I get really pissed. I just want to throw a little 30-second thing in there, or 10-second thing. Let me throw a 10-second thing in between them and put them together. But YouTube doesn't want to do that. They want to flag my videos half the time. Hope they flag this one because I'm gonna be pissed if they do. I'm gonna send them all kinds of effing things. That was FUSELO. There, flag me now. I forgot the first song wasn't the first one, but they won't flag that one. Although actually they'll probably flag that one, and then I'll be pissed because they haven't flagged one in a while. They changed their things up. I don't know what they did, but anyways, I was talking about the Deadspin announcer, Deadspin writer, whatever. It was that thought that point that one finger at the inside of your leg was the catcher calling for Bautista to get hit when the Braves played Toronto. Idiots, just idiot stuff. You don't watch sports, you think that. Just and yeah, bring a sports writer here, and he I won't debate him. Bring that guy here, and I'm gonna lay into his ass. It's literally like when you debate my kids about Minecraft or something like that. I'm not gonna debate them. They're probably right. And then my kids would call me about sports, and then I'd be right. But that just picked up an hour and 25 minutes. And we could have just kept going and been fine and been probably an hour and 45-minute podcast, and we all would have been happy and la di da di da di da di da di da di da. No, it can't happen that way. You had to mess up. I don't mind it when it's raining outside. That's fine. Did 3 videos, did 2 videos because of the rain. But no, we're going to do it on the one flip. And I did it earlier. I went like 10, 15 minutes earlier talking about not the same things, but kind of the same things that I talked about at the beginning of the show. And it just messed up. And that's the kind of stuff that just irritates me. This is the people show. And I just don't understand it sometimes. Like, you can go. It's like when you're at a job and you can go an hour and 25 minutes to get something right, and then you could do the same thing for that hour and 25 minutes, and then somehow you mess up like when I was in construction, you mess up a half an inch on a cut, or when I was cooking, you didn't cook it long enough, or you cooked it at the right time and nobody complained about it, and all of a sudden somebody complains that you didn't cook it right. And you just have to redo it. And I'm not going to redo it in the whole hour and 25 after minutes. I promise you that. Like when you recook the food, it takes another 5 minutes. So we'll just do whatever. We'll get the timing. I got something to bitch about in a minute, anyways. But anyways, like I said, I was talking about conspiracy theories. First one was the Cubs calling a rain delay. Second one was a pitch that was called an inside fastball being called as a hit by pitch. Always good stuff. Good stuff from that lazy ass fucking riders of Deadspin. But this one's even greater. This is from Gizmo.com. The headline of the story: Doomsday Vault isn't flooded, but we're still all going to die. It's a story that was too good to pass up. The Silverball Doomsday Seed Vault has flooded because of global warming induced high temperatures melting the surrounding permafrost. But according to one of the vault's curators, the reports are pretty overblown and everything's fine. Well, the vault's fine. The apocalypse is still ticking along nicely. The Doomsday Vault is about 800 miles north of the Arctic Circle and holds close to 1 million seed samples from all over the world. The idea that is a certain crop grows extinct, there will be backup samples waiting in the middle of nowhere. So when the news broke that a record-setting heat over the last year caused the permafrost that the vault is sunk into to melt and seep inside, it was obviously alarming. The Guardian wrote the meltwater was sent gushing through the entrance of the tunnel. Popular Science spoke with Cary Fowler, one of the curators of the vault, to see how serious the situation really is. Flooding is probably not quite the right word to use in this case, he told them. Cary Fowler is a C-A-Y-R-T. Anyways, he told them, according to Fowler, a little bit of water had made its way through the entrance every year, though he wasn't present at the vault when the flooding occurred this year. He insisted it's a pretty routine occurrence. The tunnel was never meant to be watertight at the front because we didn't think we would need that, he tells Pop Side. See, lazy fucking riders. Deadspin, lazy, and awful announcing, you lazy fucking bastards. This shit, lazy. Basically, there's a 100-meter tunnel that serves as a walkway into a mountain, and it goes downhill. Before you reach the vault stores, the ground shifts uphill. The little area allows water to collect at 2 pumps, can evacuate it. Haji Nasa can't say that name. He is a Norwegian government official, told The Guardian a lot of water went into the start of the tunnel and then froze it to ice. So it was like a glacier when you went in. And when that's not really a crisis. In fact, according to Fowler, if the water were to make it the way uphill, it would get, with temperatures around minus 18 degrees Celsius, freeze and create a new barrier. Still, the seed vault is supposed to function without humans having to be involved with maintenance. The Norwegian government is studying the situation and plans to fix the leak. Fowler insists that based on his team's studies, if all the world's ice melted and the world's biggest tsunami occurred in front of the vault, it would still be sitting around 5 to 7 stories above the action, and we could all, of course, would probably be dead. So they figure out how to save plants from dying. They can't figure out a way to save us from dying. And of course, Pop Sci and the Guardian, which is the Guardian's like the Onion, or I don't know, in America. I guess it's the Onion in America. I don't know. I think the Onion's a UK thing. I don't know what it could be compared to, but it could be paired to fucking Deadspin. For all I give a fuck right now. Right, that's what you compare it to. Just people that know what the hell they're just making up things and trying to make everybody worry. And but my whole thing is they figure out how to save this vault with seeds. So if we all died, we're gonna have the seeds to get through, but we won't live to eat the shit. And how? I don't know how to survive a tsunami. Like if you had the world's largest tsunami and everything flooded, like it's a little scary, when you start seeing things flood nowadays. Like I'm really about to go build an after dark somewhere. Like I wonder if Bruce Almighty, like they find a real Bruce Almighty. Like you had people like that, like they really started believing this stuff. Like I wonder if there's a Bruce Almighty somewhere. And I think I don't know if it was Bruce Almighty. Bruce Almighty was the guy, but what was the other one? Evan Almighty, where he had to build the ark. Nobody in the fucking town believed him, and then the rains came. I don't think that's very possible to happen. I don't know though. Like even if the ice melted everywhere, we're in a pretty good spot. We're right in the middle of the map. Would it really get to Missouri? I mean, I understand the Mississippi River's right here and blah blah and this and that. But let's say we got to the middle of this Jefferson City. Let's just use that as the middle, or even Kansas City. Is the water covering up the whole world? And I don't know. It's just funny that they come up with stories like this, to try to get you to not care about life, or to think something's going on. I said not care about life. That's because that's how I feel. But think there's something bad about life, like that, like this fall's gonna kill us all. This fall with all the seeds and plants going to stink. Well, how could plants come to stink? Number one, like without something like that happening, where the whole land got covered. I just don't get these kind of things. I don't get Deadspin no more. I don't get a awful announcing. I don't get the Onion. HuffPost somewhat has changed that. They got this stuff on Facebook. Like there was a story I literally wrote down for Weird News, which was a girl stabbed her boyfriend over a Facebook post or something like that. And then like you get through the story and you read it there, well, this is a familiar scene in this family because some girl last year got her sister got mad and did something to her boyfriend for not liking it. God damn you! Ruined my whole show. I have to go find another fucking story. And like, I hope there's not a girl out there like gets mad if you don't like her Facebook post. Cause I'm not a big Facebook post liker. Like, I'll share your post if I actually think it's funny and comment on it or whatever. Like I like post here and there. Like if I'm in a bad mood and I see something funny, yeah, I might like your post. I doubt it though. I try to like my family's posts whenever they're good. They're never geared towards me anyway. So who gives a fuck? You know? And like if you don't want to be my friend because I don't like your post, then fuck you. Fuck you. Yeah, I'm just gonna play that song. I'm gonna play a song every show now. Maybe you know, and that might be the song for hookers, looker, and your baby mama, which needs to come, and it's gonna come soon because if you ever watch them 30 for 30s, and most if you're into sports, you do. And ESPN has something new lately where they're playing with this same 3 ones over. The XFL one. I mean, the XFL one's pretty good. The John Calipari one's pretty good. But since it came out, it's been on ESPN at least 15 times in like the last month. Probably more than that because I try to stay away from ESPN after a certain time because they show Sports Center 24 times in a day. So it's gonna be. I mean, it actually might be something to watch now. They're trying to do. I'm not gonna watch first fucking take. Like, and it's nothing against like other people on it, Stevie and A. Smith and Michelle, because they're opinionated people, and it's probably all white people. One of them people fired because people can't stand opinionated people. Definitely opinionated people that are not in their freaking race. Like if anybody listens to the show, I'd probably get blasted for the kayak joke, and I'm gonna get blasted here by getting called sex. Which I love all women. I love all people. I'm an equal opportunity asshole. So get it through. Get that. That's what I am. But I keep missing parts of this. I didn't watch it before. I didn't think I'd give a fuck. It was the Duke lacrosse case. I didn't think I'd like it. I didn't think there was anything that would be any. It's about freaking lacrosse. But I mean, I started watching more. Like I watched the Escobar one, the two Escobars. The soccer player got killed for no reason. So I watched this, and I think I talked about this with Duke Cruz. Cruz, I did it again. God damn, you see, it really pissed me off with the show messing up. But to see the protests and stuff, just really just got to me. And it's always some freaking butch lesbian on there claiming they want fucking women's rights, and then when they get it, holy shit, or when they're wrong, holy shit. It's like the people that blame Trump for everything, and you see that terrorism happens all over the world. It's gonna happen anyway. And it's mostly women, Trump talked about touching pussy on TV. Fire Billy Bush for letting him say it. Because he tried to touch the girl. You fucking butch ass bitch. And of course, off the bat, like no evidence, no nothing. You're out there in the streets. And there was a couple hot posts. I'm not gonna lie. They keep showing this Asian chick with a sign. Hot. And there's guys out there, guys out there trying to get some pussy. That's what. If you're protesting a guy in a situation like that, and I'm not saying that rape's a horrible thing. Shooting unarmed kids by cops a horrible thing. They're doing something wrong. Yeah, I'm not the judge of that. It's not good. Make that on looking at it. I mean, if I don't know. I'm not claiming that they're good things what happened. You know, the girl claimed he got raped and blah blah blah. You know, you had fucking Jesse Jackson on there, which oh, Duke's not giving. It's showing the right privilege, white privilege, right privilege, right privilege, right privilege, and guy privilege, guy privilege. You know, you number one, Jesse Jackson is just a fucking lying piece of shit. Al Sharpton, lying piece of shit. I mean, and some of the stuff, you know, some of the people that actually talk about the shit, the fucking NWACP Black Panther motherfuckers, lying pieces of shit. And I'm not saying that all of them are bad. Some of the people actually make halfway decent sense. You know, I give it up to some of the people that actually make sense. Like some of the people in the Michael Brown stuff that were talking, like his stepdad or whatever. You know, he lives with his grandma anyway, so why did that fucker dude is talking? But some of the people actually made a little bit of sense. Like, and it, I actually sat here and I had Ustream on my phone for the purposes of trying to get this show together, and I watched some of that shit. And I sat there and watched it for hours, and I would switch between the channels and stuff like that. I mean, it's fucking sick. But some of these motherfuckers just want to be on the news and just be famous. And Jesse Jackson just wants to go on CNN and just rant and rave and talk about this. But these fucking bitches that go out here and do this shit, you fucking piece of shit. You probably got some fat bitch at home that just fucking rails you in the ass, the fucking strap on. Got fucked by some guy, and that's why you don't like dick, because you got fucked by a small dick motherfucker because you're so fucking ugly nobody wanted to fuck your ass. They go, I want women's rights, cheated dick, you know, and then they were all fucking wrong. Good. I'm so glad that's one thing. When I watched this show, I'm so glad they were all wrong. Look like fucking idiots. The news person on there, the person in the newspaper saying, oh, and I was ranked in college, that's my fucking excuse for writing what I wrote. Fuck you. You got no excuse to not know what the fuck you're talking about. And these ugly fucking lesbian four-eyed bitches and nobody, you know why you're a lesbian? Because somebody wanted to fuck your ass. And why can't you be a fucking happy out lesbian like motherfucking Ellen? Go out there and dance or something. Be happier. And if Ellen's happy as fuck, she's licking and railing or getting railed, whatever happens in that relationship. I'm gonna guess Ellen's the guy railing out there licking Portia de Rossi. I'd be happy as fuck if I was hitting Portia de Rossi too for ever how long. She's getting a little older, getting not looking the best. You know, I kind of confused on the whole Anne Heche thing. They kind of look alike a little to me. Anne Heche and is it Anne Heche? I don't know. We'll claim it was Anne Heche. I don't give a flying. And Ellen kind of look alike. I don't know. Was they not? They go out with each other because you know, they like looking at themselves in the mirror. But Ellen's not mad that she got if she was a lesbian her whole life. She ain't mad she's you mad that you a lesbian. You're mad because nobody wanted to fuck with you like you when you were younger. That's what pissed you off. No dude wanted to stick his fucking dick and get it wet and you had got fucked by some guy. Hopefully he grown guy. I wouldn't boy. I mean, just some of that you had no evidence. From the start, no evidence. Then they made them make up evidence. And people are still out there. Justice will be served. Yelling at these fucking kids. And walking down the streets and putting up signs and blah, blah. And I almost want to say stuff that I shouldn't say. Because it really, when you're watching it at the end, it kind of just pisses you off when you get to all the things and get to the reports that were put out there. Like, you get to the reports that were put out there, and none of it made sense. Then you got this punk ass fat pussy cop, this punk ass which, and this is one of them cases that should have proved to people a long time ago politics. The guy was going for court, and this made up stories to get elected. Boom, what happened, right? He got elected. All that shit came out, he wasn't there no more. And then the lady on there talking about, oh, I didn't want to run this campaign. I knew something. You lying piece of shit. You were all there getting paid. I just hate people like that. You're saying something good now because you don't want to get railroaded. And I don't remember when it came out. Like, you know, whatever. When it happened, whenever it came out. And I'm not mad, totally mad that if the Crystal Mam girl, you know, she's in prison now for something else. I'm not totally mad at her for, you know, whatever she thought happened. You know, bad things happen to bad people. I mean, I'm not saying she was a totally bad person, but she's out there prostitute. I'll never trust a prostitute again. Ever. I got stories for that. And y'all are gonna get fronted out soon. I'm gonna keep family and friends, close friends off that list. Mostly family though. But hookers, liquor, your baby mama coming soon. I'm gonna front all you motherfuckers though. Definitely you prostitute whore bitches. Never trust any. Never trust. It really makes me want to disrespect and never deal with women again or listen to them or think that they're ever telling the truth or anything like that. But I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all you. I love lesbians. I love women. I love people. I definitely love lesbians. Promise you that. Look at my Pornhub history. It will show you that I love lesbians. I love lesbians. They use strap on. Great, good stuff. So I'm not calling. I'm calling out these fucking low life piece of shit that have nothing better to do with their lives. That's what I'm calling out. Calling you out. Watch Ellen. You'll be happy with life. Maybe you'll be happy. Something. Because Ellen just dancing around, blah, blah, I'm looking portions of roasty all up and down. I don't give a fuck. You give a fuck. Women's right. You have a right. Can you go get a job? Can you vote? You can't. You can do everything I can do. Except go play at Augusta. And I can't even play Augusta because I can't fucking afford it. And I don't know if you're mad because you can't get into do or what your fucking problem is. Go out there, women's right. Justice needs to be said. Putting these signs up with these kids' fucking faces on there. You loser piece of shit. Off that fat lesbian's railing your ass. I hope she slips up every night, sticks it right in your. Shouldn't say that. There ain't no guy wanting to mess with you in the fucking first place. That's why you mad. That's why you're a lesbian. Don't lie. That's them are the mad lesbians. They couldn't find nothing. The happy lesbians, the ones I see in porn, they happy because guys want to rail them. You didn't want to. Nobody. You had motherfucker. Ron Jeremy was the only one. He wanted. To, that was all. His look. People look like him. Chris Farley's fat ass and he want to get with you. He's pulling fine bitches. I'm trying to think of fat people. I can't think of no good ones right now. Motherfucker Cleveland Brown didn't want to fuck fat ass. Didn't want to fuck. He got fine bitch shoes. I can't make fun of him either. Cleveland Brown. So is Peter. So does Homer. Marge ain't that bad looking. You know. I'm trying to think of fat people. I can't really think of like huge fucking fat people right now. That's who she got fucked. That's who them bitches got fucked by. And they're just mad at the world. Get a life. Really. Honestly. I'm telling you right, anybody that's mad at me for saying it, fuck you too. You're mad because I'm right. So I wasn't right, you would be mad. And if you were a lesbian off the bat, I mean, great for you. Get a life, though. I'm glad you got a partner. You know, you, the off-road fucking trucker out here probably getting all the men in the world and coming home and giving it back to you. That's what it is. That's what people that do. They fuck off-road truckers. That's their lesbian partner, some off-road trucker at 300 pounds, missing her. And that's the kind of guy she got fucked by. So that's the kind of girl she goes after. That's the only guys that kind of liked her. And then they cut your hair all short and let me dress. Let me touch pussy. You're mad because you don't want to touch your ugly ass pussy. And neither none of them Duke guys. Fucking pieces of shit. I told you I was really mad at me by the end of the show. Really, I warned you. And I love lesbians. I love women. I love white women, black women, Asian women. I love when you guys come together and make my videos that I watch very happy. I love seeing it in the outside world. Keep your thing up. But don't come railroad somebody else because you ain't got nothing better to do with your life. Get out of this first. So then you didn't have them from the fucking first place. You blasting them kids out there like that, you piece of shit. This piece of shit, that's what people are. That's what it's become. We ain't got enough, so let's try to go get more. That you ain't gonna get it anyways, because ain't nobody care. No, they all got paid for it. What would you get out of it? Looking dumb on TV. Now you look dumb on TV twice because they did a 30 for 30 about you. Now you're in there looking like a real retard. And you didn't have to do nothing because your dumbass went on the news. And I hope all them people, when they got seen in the streets, were just railroaded. They probably weren't, though. They would have went on TV and the news, started bitching to Jesse Jackson about it. Another piece of shit. And I love all people. That's all I'm going to say. I made fun of terrorism earlier. Making fun of lesbians. I'm making fun of people. No. I'm, I'm racist and sexist, probably. I hope I don't really care, though, at this point. Some of them kids got paid. So, hey. I like what one of the players said at the end of the show. They all got paid. I think it was 40 plus people on the team. I think 41 of them got paid. I don't know how many people exactly. I guess the ones that didn't need to get paid had life perfect. But the player said sometimes I see and feel the stuff every day that happened. I guess sometimes time heals wounds. No, money did. Money does too. That's why you sued, even though your name wasn't put on that case like the Dale Alvins and the Colin Flaherty and the Reed Silgaman, I think his name was. But you got paid, so your words were healed out of the bag. You could say like, "Oh, I get it's not a day that goes by. I'm not reminded about it. Sometimes I guess time heals wounds." Now you were healed, and I'm down for it. They deserve it. Don't trust prostitutes, though. Don't hire strippers. I guess go to if you're in St. Louis, I guess go to Larry Flint's or something. Don't go on no escort service. You're gonna be on the motherfucking news. And I'm done with that. I just can't believe. This stuff I can't believe and see that I see. And I guess that's life, though. Life's in every second thing. Like you see every second things like that you could either rag on or you could be happy about. And I'm actually going into a better mood. I mean, I have been a little pissy on this show, and things are happening I don't really talk about on this show. Things go down, and I've talked about it a little bit, and it's one of the reasons I started doing the show again, just to get it off my chest, and also because things happen, and I didn't want to think about it. This gives me an hour to 2 hours, and I don't have to worry about it, and talk about whatever I want to talk about. I could just randomly say right now, hey, Golden State 4-0, so Spurs. Pretty cool stuff though in that game. I mean, pretty cool to see what the crowd did for Manu Ginobili at the end of the game. He said, "I just switch it up." That was, I mean, go out there and chant his name and stuff. I mean, that's pretty cool stuff. It's like they recognized him. Like it's not every time you see that. Like I don't know, has the Angels came here yet? Like I wonder whatever happened with Pujols. It was funny today. I heard on a radio show. What was the over under for Matt Adams getting a standing ovation to Bush when the Braves come here? And they said it in like 35 seconds. So it would happen here. I don't know about Pujols. I can't. I'm trying to think of a guy that they actually booed though. Like I wonder if they gave it to Lackey when he came. I don't remember. I think they did. But I'm really trying to think. I can't really think of a person that they booed. That's pretty cool to see with the Spurs. The Warriors were at the free throw line and they stopped for a second and let it go on for a second. Popovich actually, did, which he's funny sometimes. He does do funny stuff. With Mike Brown getting pulled over. I don't know if I talked about Mike Brown, the coach for interim coach, acting coach for the Warriors, got pulled over and he called him on the phone and made fun of him a little bit. So I don't know how that quiet. He's funny and he act like you want to go back in, man, and it's been cool. I don't know if they put him in for the last seconds of the game. I watched the last few seconds. I didn't see him out there. No, and I just let him go for. Which is funny when you're losing, you're down by 15, and the losing team goes out there and just starts shooting. Don't care. 10 seconds left in the game. Let's go shoot. Fuck it. Let's shoot a three. Even though the shot clock's off and everything. You're down by 25. You're gonna shoot a shot. Makes zero sense, but they do it. And I guess why not? It was good when you raise that average up if you're one of the backup guys, average like 9 points a game. You shoot that three at the end, raise your average up over 10, 11 points per game. And NBA, I mean, that gets you a contract these days. Look at Dellavedova, guy for the Cleveland. I think it was last year. To kind of clown. Jeremy Lin, another one. Like I want to go back and I kind of want to I want to kind of research like some of these weird contracts that get put out there, and it's in all sports. It'd be fun to go back and look at, like to see what they got literally paid for, like when were they scoring their points, like were they scoring their points in big game situations, or were they scoring their points when they were up 25, and that's kind of shit that happens really. But it's in the NBA, it's always like seems that way. I mean, guys like I think it was Jerome James for the Knicks. The Knicks do it every year. But I just think Dellavedova this year for the Bucks. There was other guys I can't really quite remember. But it's always seemed like I just said Jeremy Lin, but there's other ones. They get contracts and then they go out there and get these starting jobs and they look like F and shit. It's not all the time, but it's like they'll have like 9 points a game. Or it's even happens. It happens with the college players a lot too. Like a college player, well, would average 11 points a game. They go drafted in the top 10, and then people are wondering like, what the hell happened? Well, he had 9 points a game in college. What did you expect? that's just kind of funny to me. But I mean, it happens every guy you know get 150 at bats and bat 300 and go out there in baseball or NFL with quarterbacks have 2 or 3 good games in a backup role. When teams 14-2 and they threw for Matt Flynn. Which the Raiders didn't give him a big old contract. Then the guy can't even play. Not like the Rams paying Jared Goff. Like that's actually kind of stupid. At least the guy has some NFL experience. You pay a guy with a losing record for you. That's why the Rams are dumb. There's your Rams. What the Rams weekly is. Draft his pad. Look at Jared Goff. I wonder why I was. And I can't think of why I was thinking of Jared Goff. Oh, it was in the ESPN show little thing of top contracts the other day. Bradford at 50 million, which at the time that contracts are different. But then it was this 22, 22, 22. Cam Newton. There were some other players on there. Then you got the fucking Goff, and he's still higher than the rest of them. And then I think it was the Texans who had the first pick. Whoever had the first pick, the Browns signed their guy, and he was right there at the 22 million. It was at the 30 million mark, so he had the highest one of late, 30 million in guaranteed money. But of course, Jared Goff was higher than than Cam Newton. Just shows you how dumb it is. Then who's the only people on that list? The Rams twice. Once in St. Louis and once in LA. Shows you how smart that situation was. And then like you just think about it, like if you keep going to the picks like Sam Bradford, Jason Smith, Greg Robinson, like the Rams look really fucking dumb. So fuck the Rams Weekly. There's fuck the Rams Weekly. I didn't even mean to. Let's get that out of the way. I got all 3 segments that way. I could just go bullshit the other 2 shows. Or 3 shows. Whatever I feel like doing. I don't know. We'll get them in. But that'll do it for this one. See, I got the rain for 35 minutes. Got it out. I can sleep peacefully. Alright, for Lori and Paul, RIP homies. For Jake, Maddie, Zach, and Joe, this is the sports blog of the Greater STL Sports Network. Live on ustream.tv/channel/rbolzjr and on gstlsn.wix.com/1314. And I did it early, but we'll do it again. And it's only on the Greater STL Sports Network. Love you,